Good day, everyone. In this presentation, we are going to discuss principles, importance, and methods of drying process. Drying is one of the methods used to extend shelf life of agricultural commodities. The main purpose of the drying process is to reduce moisture of food products into a level which is not favorable for mold growth, hence prevent spoilage. You may click on the YouTube link provided to check how drying works. The video shows that heated air with low relative humidity carries the moisture from wet grains through a blower. The moist air then exits the dryer. This presentation will cover the following: drying defined in various terms, importance of food drying, phenomena called case hardening during drying process, current drying technology utilized in the industry, and some ways to improve the drying process. Drying is defined in various terms according to its purpose. Drying is done with the main objective of achieving condition with moisture level that prevents food produced from spoilage, which would be safe for storage. Due to temperature and vapor gradient from the surroundings and the commodity, the water from freshly harvested wet grains is carried by the heated air. This process of heat and mass transfer is further enhanced by a blower, which allows the moist air to move faster through an outlet. By reducing the moisture content of grains, the available water for bacteria and microorganisms are depleted. If there is too little water present in food, biochemical reactions will also stop, including changes brought by enzymes. Physical changes that may occur during drying process include shrinkage, puffing, crystallization, and glass transitions. Chemical changes include removal of some heat-sensitive nutrients such as vitamins A and C. Color might also change during drying process. There are several ways to preserve food produced, such as chemical preservatives, cold storage, and drying. Among these processes, drying requires the least amount of energy, which means lesser cost and safer since the process does not require chemicals that may harm the consumer. Food preservation is important for food security and providing seasonal commodities, which makes it available throughout the year. Freshly harvested grains contain huge amount of moisture, which is favorable for fungal and microbial growth. High moisture also favors insect activities and sprouting. These conditions lead to food spoilage and considered as food losses. Drying also limits the rate of respiration of grains, including other biochemical processes. This in turn extends shelf life of food products. A damp or warm spot in grain will increase the rate of respiration. In addition to heat, another product of respiration is moisture. The heat and moisture from such a hot spot can spread by convection, encouraging molds and bacteria, which in turn respire and give off more heat and moisture. It is therefore becomes a self-generating process. Insect activity also increases with a rise in temperature. For seeds, spoilage due to high moisture affects its germination and vigor. The graph shows how the relationship between moisture content and temperature affects the storability of food. Higher temperature requires lower moisture content for safe storage. For seeds, lower moisture is required since germination is much more sensitive compared to other parameters. 20 to 30 degrees Celsius allows insect activities. Hence, for area with higher temperature, proper drying must always go with the proper storage to control insect infestation. Higher temperature favors insect activity. Hence, hermetic storage is very helpful in places with higher temperature to eliminate negative impact of insects. Higher temperature also favors more agents of spoilage, including fungal growth and microbial activities. Recommended moisture content must be checked according to the prevailing temperature in a given location. The following summarizes results if agricultural commodities are improperly dried. Lower quality, which affects sensory attributes of food such as color, texture, flavor, and aroma. Uneven moisture, which mostly contains MC higher than safe moisture for storage. This condition allows molds to grow, which also produces mycotoxin including aflatoxins. Improperly dried seeds also lowers germination and vigor. Uneven moisture content compromises quality of stored commodity. Like for example, yellowing of rice which lowers its market value as compared to properly dried paddy in which producers can demand higher price. Case hardening is one of the issues that we need to address by drying the commodities with correct temperature and timing. This condition is prevalent with improper drying practices such as using very high temperature and drying done too fast. The following explains how case hardening occurs. After harvest, grains commonly contain high moisture. When exposing the freshly harvested commodity immediately to high temperature, the outer layer of the food product hardens. Using high temperature for initial drying does not allow the inner moisture to diffuse out to the food surface, but rather creates a hard covering around the surface. The hardened layer then traps the moisture inside the commodity. The trapping effect of the hardened case lowers the effectivity of drying process, hence safe moisture is not usually achieved for case-hardened products. This compromises quality of the produce since high moisture favors mold growth and spoilage. Case-hardened product may also appear dried, which could lead to problems when these products are packed. During storage of these case-hardened products, the moisture from the inner part of the products may diffuse out where it condenses inside the cooler packaging. Presence of the water droplets inside the package supports microbial growth, including molds. There are several dryer designs utilized by various industries. This technology are used according to types of products that are being dried. Commodities with high value usually employ more sophisticated dryers. Mechanical dryers are commonly utilized for grain drying. These dryers are designed as continuous or batch type. They are usually equipped with heating mechanism powered by electricity or fuel. Some designs uses biomass as heat source. Mechanical dryers are built with huge capacities, usually up to several metric tons per day. These dryers are employed because of the resulting uniformly dried products and quick drying. Fluidized bed dryer is equipped with a mechanism that will allow the commodities to float in a bed of heated air. This design requires huge amount of energy to operate. Since the entire surface area of the commodity that is being dried is exposed to the heated air, finished products are uniformly dried and the drying process is accomplished quickly. Freeze dryer is known to give the best quality for dried products. This is employed for heat-sensitive products of high value. The best thing about this dryer is the retention of food nutrients including vitamins A and C, which are easily destroyed by heat. However, freeze drying requires huge amount of energy and is very costly. Solar dryers are equipped with covers which promotes clean drying. Solar drying also uses the sun as the heat source, hence it is less expensive. A heating panel inside the dehydrator helps to increase the temperature. If equipped with ventilation, this speeds up the drying time. Shorter drying time reduces the risk of food spoilage or mold growth. There are several ways to improve the drying process in order to achieve advantages of existing drying technology such as uniformity, shorter time, enables quality preservation, and less expensive. These are some ways to improve the drying process. To achieve uniformly dried products, regular mixing of grains must be employed. Mixing exposes surface area of the grains to heated air. Thickness of grains affects drying efficiency. When grains are too thick, accumulation of wet grains below the layer compromises uniformity of dried products and effectivity of drying. When commodity is too thick, some locations may accumulate wet stocks, which makes the moisture uneven. For food products that contain high moisture, using elevated rack is recommended. If the product is dripping wet, it is advised to allow water to drip overnight before placing them in the dryer. The elevated rack also allows remaining water to drip and expose more surface area of the products to the heated air through top and bottom sections of the rack. During initial drying, exposing the commodity to high temperature must be prevented to avoid case hardening. Drying should start at low temperature, morning rather than noontime. This will allow surface water to dissipate while giving time for the moisture inside the commodity to diffuse towards the surface. It is also helpful to identify commodities that require low temperature and slow drying. Some of agricultural products such as seeds, nuts, red chili peppers, and coffee requires drying temperature that are less than 45 degrees Celsius. Use renewable energy to reduce drying costs, such as solar energy, wind energy, and others. Equip the dryer with protective cover or parts that will prevent entry of contaminants, rodents, flies, insects, and stray animals. The GrainPro Collapsible Dryer Case 2 is specifically designed for safe and protected sun drying of agricultural commodities. It is made from woven polyethylene. It allows the user to close the CDC immediately during sudden rain by the pulling straps and heavy-duty zipper attached to the dryer. The GrainPro Solar Bubble Dryer is a tunnel-type dryer. The SBD consists of a transparent cover made of UV-resistant polyethylene film connected to the block-reinforced PVC drying floor by a heavy-duty zipper. Through the transparent top cover, solar radiation enters the drying chamber. Moisture content is then vaporized and pushed by the ventilators out from the drying chamber. The GrainPro drying technology can be used efficiently by employing regular mixing, recommended grain thickness, using requirements for some commodities such as providing elevated racks, correct temperature, and timing. The GrainPro CDC2 and SPD promotes usage of renewable energy and clean drying. For more information about GrainPro's drying solutions, please visit www.grainpro.com. Thank you.